Yo, I'm back. What is going on, everybody? If you haven't watched the channel in a while, you might be wondering, why in the world am I sitting on a random ass couch? It's because I'm overseas somewhere. I can't really disclose where or what I'm doing or anything. But hey, you know what? This is the best we can do right now is you're getting me on the casting couch. All right, ALEPHIUM is up 42%. Bitcoin is now at $67,000. I mean, that is insane, guys. But let's talk about ALEPHIUM, man. Let me know if these phone videos are going to work for you. If not, I can't really make any type of video, so let me know if that's okay. But I want to know what the price of ALEPHIUM is when you're watching this. Like I said, it's $1.62 right now. Insane amount of news. We have three big things to talk about, two that are huge, one that's definitely worth talking about. But getting straight into it, Bitmain finally announced randomly the AL1, and this thing is a freaking beast. It is 15.6 terahash. That is just going to be the base model. I'm assuming what Bitmain is doing. That's at 3,510 watts. I'm sorry, I can't edit or anything. I'm just reading off a little sticky note right now. And yeah, that's going to be $41,000. Now, if you manage to get a coupon, that'll be $29,260. Can you get a coupon? I don't know, right? You have to figure that out if you can. Maybe the person you're dealing with can or cannot get that. I would be shocked if you could get it for $29,260, but I do think you'll be able to get it from Crypto Miner Bros or my friend over at Terra Hosting, Hawk Crypto, right? Like these guys are probably going to have it. I don't think it'll be for $29,000, but hey, you know what? I mean, they got to make their money, right? So it should be out there. If I were you, I would not be buying this for an extra 25% tariff. So if you think about it, if you spend $41,000, now you have to spend, I don't know, what is that, like 7,000 or something like around there, right? On top of that, or if you do 29,260, yeah, 25% tariff if you buy through Bitmain. So do keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, maybe that's $7,000 extra. Whatever it is, it's a lot of freaking money extra on top of it. And you're not going to find out until it's time to ship to you, and you know, the UPS or DHL or whoever it is, they're going to say, hey, we want to ship this to you. It's in America, but we need that 25% tariff. So do keep that in mind, man. But dude, that thing is insane. 15.6 terahash. Now, I was about to go to bed. I actually just showered, went to the gym and all that. And oh my goodness, Ice River out of nowhere just announced, you know what? We're also going to pull out the big PP Energy on the 22nd of July, which I'm sorry, I forgot to say, both of these companies, Bitmain and Ice River, are going to announce on 22 July. But yeah, Ice River is also going to be getting into the ALEPHIUM ASIC game. And it's like crazy, dude. Like what? Not only do we get Bitmain, but at the exact same date and time, we're going to hear from Ice River. Now, they said they're releasing information. I don't know if that means they're actually going to have it for sale. I don't know. Who knows what the price is? We don't know what the specs are from Ice River. We do know that Bitmain is up there with 15.6 terahash. Now, if we compare it to like the Caspa miners, which Ice River pretty much started all right, and then Bitmain followed, you know, Bitmain definitely cost a lot more money. At times it can cost 20-30% more for a little bit more hash rate. Now, I understand why you would want to go with Bitmain. Totally understandable, right? Quality. But at the same time, I mean, it's not like it's $500 difference or $1,000 difference. We don't know what it is, but I'm assuming if it's anything like the Caspa miners, we're talking about $6,000, $5,000, $7,000 extra for just a little bit better quality, or maybe a lot better quality. Maybe, you know what, man, if you're balling on a budget, you're a millionaire, you don't really care. I did very, very well with all my Ice River machines. The KS3, that is not the M version, but the KS3, I spent $16,600 through Crypto Miner Bros. I paid that all out of my own pocket. You can actually save $50 on any Ice River using code DJMINES. And yeah, that was like the best thing I ever did. $16,600 all in price. And I think I'm up to like $28,000, maybe $29,000. A little bit of that is electricity, but it was one of the best things I ever did. Not saying you should do that, just letting you know it worked out really well for me. Both of my KS2s worked out really, really well for me as well, right? And the thing with the ASIC game, I don't want to talk about it too much, but we will get into it. You really got to get in fast. You got to get in quick, or else you're going to screw yourself. If you try to wait a really long time, you know, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, 9 months, it's going to be the same problem, right? It's going to be the same thing of like, I'm trying to get a discount and be cheap. Yeah, you are going to be cheap, and then you're also not going to get a lot of money out of it. So it's kind of hard to say. Now, the third piece of news before I get into all the details, Gold Shell Oh baby, man, did anybody buy any of those AL boxes? I am very curious. You know, recently they announced that they were going to have, I forget the name, the other AL box, this newer one, this more improved one, and that's only 720 gigahash. At the time, it sounded pretty good. That's at 360 watts. And like I said, I don't have any editing software, but I did write down what the tweet says, and this is from Goldshell. Important note. Important update. We're aware of recent buzz in the ALEPHIUM mining market. Given the situation, we're committed to providing a solution. What solution could that be? How about you make the price affordable? That'd be good. See you next week for a clear and effective solution. The only solution, to be clear, Goldshell, or any of these companies, but really Goldshell, is to cut the price massively. Think about this, $6,350 for this 360 watt machine. Pretty good until you hear the price compared to like the Bitmain, right? They just pulled it out, boom, just like we knew it would. We all knew that this was going to happen. We knew if you were going to get the Goldshell, you really had to get it when it first came out. And honestly, I don't even know if that worked out for you. Let me know if that worked out for you. I don't really know anybody who bought one. I know some people who got some for free and some sponsor stuff. Good for them, but for the people who actually bought these, I don't know if they got their money back. I don't think they got their money back. It's always kind of the double-edged sword with Goldshell. I haven't really seen those work out in the past at all. Okay, now let's talk about the ASIC game, like how you have to get in soon. Do most people have $30,000 plus tariff or whatever these things are going to cost for the AL1? And again, that's with coupon, so you might not even get the coupon. I think not. However, the people that really have big PP energy and big money, they're not going to care. They're going to buy these and they're going to sell it like this, bro. And I think they're going to make a lot of money off of this. Now, will people sell? Of course they will sell. Did they sell with the Caspa? Yeah, they did. Tons of people did. But look at the price of Caspa. Now, that does not mean, to be clear, that does not mean just because Caspa went to the moon that all of a sudden, that Caspa went to the moon, that ALEPHIUM will go to the moon. I do predict that it'll do really well. I do think this will be good for the network overall. I don't think it'll be good for like little Timmies out there or people like myself or anything, but for the people that have money, right? If the rich are going to get richer. And actually, Retro Mike, I saw a tweet from him, Sunflower Mama, shout out to Sunflower Mama if you don't know her on Twitter, or Retro Mike, please do follow them. They're good people. But Retro Mike called it. He was like, I guarantee, or not guarantee, I think 6 to 9 months from now, we're going to see Marathon announce that they're in the ALEPHIUM game due to profits, right? Because, you know, Bitcoin, it's not super profitable. It's a great coin. I love Bitcoin. I mean, who doesn't love them some Bitcoin? But that's not really where the money is. Maybe on a super massive scale, it is, right? Pretty good if you got 2 cents power, 3 cents, maybe even like 4 cents, 5 cents power. You could do really well with that. But somebody like Marathon, I mean, they're paying 2 cents, somewhere between 2 and 3. So, you know, why would they just get Bitcoin when they could diversify with more Caspa machines? Like they said, they're going to double down on that. Or now ALEPHIUM, right? Right? That's a really good call out from Retro Mike. And I do think that's going to happen. And I certainly think that it is more likely that ALEPHIUM will do well leading into this bull run, because we're pretty close to the bull run. If you haven't noticed, guys, right now, after making this video, it is the 19th of July. And if you look kind of at the historical data there, the fall kind of picks up for the bull run a little bit. Winter, we really start picking up. And then that following year, which is going to be 2025, we're going to explode, right? Now, how long is that going to last? I don't really know. I mean, the last bull run was pretty much peaked out at around May. We kind of dipped down. I think we had one more like super bullish push in October timeframe, and then it died out. So I'm not going to wait too deep into 2025. Not really what this video is about. But I do think you'll do really well if you do pick up one of these machines. But that being said, right, like if you're in that situation where you're like, wow, that's $40,000, you shouldn't even be looking at this machine, right? Like you shouldn't even, don't get a loan, right? You can't afford this. I can't afford this either, for the record. But I'm just saying, right? The people who can afford this, this is going to be a no-brainer for them. They're going to pick it up. They're going to take that massive risk, and it's going to probably more than likely work out for them. I don't know that for a fact. I mean, it seems like perfect timing, right? Like, I think I said this before, that I thought the ALEPHIUM ASICs were going to come out due to some of my sources that leaked it. It turned out to be true, but I thought the best time to announce it was kind of more in that fall time frame. And look at us, man. We're in July. They're pretty much pushing out at the end of July. It's a pretty decent time to start it and then ramp up the AL2 or the AL3 or whatever next or whatever is next for Bitmain. But Ice River, man, is going to really change up the game here, because if Bitmain's charging you basically 30,000 with a coupon, I mean, is Gold Shell, or Gold Shell's out of the conversation, is Ice River going to come out with a similar machine, you know, for that $10,000 mark, $15,000 mark, $20,000? And that's a big difference, guys. That could be, you know, depending on where you get it from and the tariffs, I think it could be like a 40-50% savings for a little bit less quality. Now, the same idea with the Caspa machines. I'm going to treat ALEPHIUM not exactly the same, because the reduction isn't going to be the same as Caspa. Like Caspa, you have to buy the machine and you have like 3 to 6 months and it's done. And it's, you know, you sell it, chunk it out the window. It's pretty much obsolete at that point. I think something kind of similar will happen with ALEPHIUM to an extent. But I mean, at the same time, it's not as aggressive as well. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, we got a year of mining with it, or even a year and a half. Obviously, there'll be better machines, way cheaper machines. And I mean, that's kind of how everything works, even with graphics cards. There's always something bigger and better. But with ASICs, it's kind of like on steroids, right? So I would not be surprised if this was a better long-term play for you. But there's also a lot of risk. I mean, you definitely cannot deny there is a ton of risk with these machines. But then again, those who aren't willing to take the risk aren't going to reap the rewards, and you're just going to watch everybody else make a bunch of money. Me personally, man, I would love to pick up one of these machines. I just simply don't have $30,000-$40,000 laying around. It's all invested in crypto or stocks or something, or in my house, right? So, but yeah, the Ice Rivers, man, I'm considering, depending on the price, depending on kind of where they come out with it, I would actually be willing to get those. Coming back to where I was talking about the Ice Rivers earlier, I've had no issues with an Ice River. I have a KS0, I have 2 KS2s, I have my KS3, never had a single issue. Now, I know a lot of people, depending on the batch they got, depending on the model they got, there were a ton of issues. Specifically, the KS3Ms were a nightmare from what I could see. Again, I have a KS3 regular, never had an issue. Don't really know anybody with issues with KS3s. Not saying that people don't, but I know, you know, it is a big gamble with Ice River for sure. But I'm willing to take that gamble with Ice River just because my anecdotal personal experience with them has been fantastic. Never had an issue, except for, actually, now I think about it, it was scratched. It was definitely used and they claimed it was brand new, but at the time I didn't care. It was a KS3, bro. It was making money. It's still making like $20, $22 profit. That's profit still, dude. This late in the game, almost a year later. It's crazy to think about. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you're going to do with these, man. But I'm certainly interested in this ALEPHIUM. And I've been holding all my coins from GPU mining. You know, I wish I would have got in ALEPHIUM a little bit earlier. But, you know, I did stop mining it probably like 8 months ago or a year ago. I don't remember. Got a decent bag. It's probably only worth like $5,000 right now, 4,000. But who knows what that's going to turn into if this price appreciates. But I really want more ALEPHIUM. I want to get as much as I can, man. I'm hoping Ice River will even hook your boy up with a code, because I don't have a discount code for that particular model. I don't know why. Ice River's really weird. So Ice River said they gave me a code, DJMINES, to save you guys some money, but it only works for like specific units, and it's like only for a 30-day thing. You have to like keep talking to them, renew it. It's really silly. I don't know why you do that. So Ice River, you know, hook up the DJMINES community, 22s in chat. But like I said, guys, these are both launching, or at least the news is launching for Ice River this Monday, which is the 22nd of July. It's kind of meant to be, right? 22nd of July. If you're new to the channel, we always say 22. So I love every single one of you. This is our first video back. Will I continue to make videos? I want to. I don't know. Let me know if this was tolerable. We're sitting over here on the couch, and this is all I can show you. I love every single one of you, man. Check out some of my friends over there at Terra Hosting, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.